Okay, so 10 ways to keep your audience engaged on Facebook. The first one I was thinking of was
Should we do like a little introduction maybe for our viewers on YouTube and other platforms that are not necessarily live right now?
Right. Okay, go ahead.
Well, my name is Christian, and this is our third blab.
Yes.
Yeah, so basically it consists of we usually meet, throughout the whole day working on clients and stuff, and at the end of the day, we like to do a little brainstorming session, and we like to think of 10 ways or think things, new ideas or ideas that we have in our head. Really, we just write them down, and this one today is about keeping your audience on Facebook engaged with your content. So, Aaron.
Right. So he basically covered everything. My name is Aaron. This is our third vlog, like he said. So hopefully the content will get better, and we hope that what we're finding or what troubles we're having on social media or web or anything to do with business, someone else has obviously had those problems too, and hopefully we can help you guys out. And then if you check in the comments, I always put our 10 things that we talked about in case you don't want to watch the whole 30 or 40-minute video. You can grab the snippet of text below there. And then pretty soon we'll be adding our own, our business profiles down there so you can check those out too. All right, so let's get into today.
Blab.
Let's get into the blab. All right. So the first one I was thinking about was video. I think that's huge. We've talked about that before. The video doesn't necessarily have to be specific to any industry. It's just creating a video is huge engagement, and Facebook likes the way that you upload videos. So that being said, make sure you upload the video from Facebook, not from YouTube. You won't get as much engagement that way. But posting a video about anything going on, so I would say, for an example, like if you had a restaurant and you had a deal for that day, instead of posting a picture about the deal, do a video saying, hey, I'm Joe's Pizza Shop. We're having 50% off today, and come in. You'll get twice as much engagement. It shows that you're a real person instead of just somebody else behind there just sending out pictures or text.
Right, yeah. Something that I've seen a lot of people do is, and they usually do end up getting a lot of shares and likes, is whenever they do contests. They get a lot of, and I think that could be number two,
Okay.
which is, make sure that you're doing contests. But what I was getting at was they could also do, in order to get those shares and those likes, looking at something right now where it says, like this, let's say like you have an app for, balancing your checkbook or something, or maybe you're a tax person that you're doing taxes. So you can do, say something like if your checkbook is balanced, or share if, you're frustrated with your checkbook, or you get along with your checkbook, and like those, I think those are fun ways to get people engaged, not just, blatantly asking for shares or likes, but posting things that, might be a little bit funny, but real too,
I think to like a segue between that or a springboard to what you just said on those contests, another way to engage with them, I think which is separately, is the way that they would engage with your contest. So they can like or share. But a big thing that I've seen is that, like and share, great, do this, but you can also tag a friend in the comment section who would benefit from this. And that not only gets exposure from you in engaging with the post, but also brings your friend into the conversation that they might start tagging, and they may tag another person. So that could really take off. And that doesn't even have to be a contest. That could be anything. So, if you post a picture of 50% off of the pizza, since we're kind of talking about the pizza still, tag a friend who would love 50% off their pizza. It's, that's huge engagement for that party and the person who they're bringing in.
I think another way to keep them engaged is, I don't exactly know the right formula, but balancing like things like, just regular statuses, pictures, videos, and all that stuff. So you're not necessarily always posting videos or always posting images, find the right balance and the right times where you can do that long post, or you can send that picture, or you can do that video.
Right. So timing is a huge thing. Not only what you do, but the time of day that you do that. That way you're, I guess, reaching as many of your audience as possible, because nobody's going to be, if your audience is 30 to 40-year-olds, they're not going to be able to look at Facebook all the time at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They're going to be at work.
Right.
Okay, so another thing is survey. I think this is a huge way to not only get feedback for your business, but if you offer an incentive to do something, you get a much higher engagement. You find out, oh, people don't really like my videos like this, or they think that I'm condescending or something like that. Just real honest feedback that they can leave anonymously, and you could find out, oh, this is great, so now I can make better content. And then you offer a prize or a gift card or something with that survey. So I think they all kind of intertwine together. But a survey is a great way to get them engaged because they feel like you actually care about them.
Now you're saying a survey using a third-party app.
Right, yeah. Facebook does not have that. So I would recommend people to use something like SurveyMonkey. And I think that I'm required to say that we don't get any affiliate money from SurveyMonkey. I've just used them, and they're free. So if you don't want deep analytics with it, it's a really good service, and you can just create a short URL to post on Facebook or Twitter.
What number are we on?
We are on number 6. I think I got one here. I was trying to write it down too. Commenting back, or like getting into conversations. Hi, Kimberly. So if you post something about having that deal of 50% off, well, bye, Kimberly. You need to make sure that if they comment back and they give you feedback about something, so what's your favorite pizza? And they say pepperoni, you could say, hey, great choice, or like, that's my favorite too. Then it doesn't just seem one-sided. It's like, hey, I'm asking this question. Now you just answered it. And, a real conversation, you go back and forth. So I think that that's a great way to show that you're interested. It does take work. We're not trying to figure out a way that is the foolproof, like fast way to grow a business, because there's no way to do that. You're going to have to put in the work. So that does take a lot of time. And I realize that, but the ROI on that, I think, is huge.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's number 7 we're up to now.
What else?
Hey, not very many people are trying to chime in today. I guess since it is Black Friday, they are out shopping or exhausted from shopping, or still in a turkey coma. I don't know if it's necessarily a way to engage with them, or if it's still the same avenue as posting, but notes are huge now. Not very many people are using them, but they've been getting a lot of exposure from Facebook as far as pushing it up in their algorithm, so it's shown more. So instead of doing like a long Facebook post about something that you're passionate about or something that's going on with the business, make it a note. They're trying to make it more of like a blog post. And so I don't know how the search engine works on that for Google, on whether that opens up more results, but the engagement is much higher now. So you can add a custom image, you can do a lot of things that you can on a blog. And this allows people to get in on like a forum basically and ask questions or have conversations inside of the note instead of just commenting on your actual post.
Did not know that.
Do it.
I did not know that.
Hey, there you go. See, you learned something new.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is a direct way or something that everybody can use, because everybody who has Facebook doesn't necessarily have a website, but I think using a call to action engages you with your clients. You could take them off of Facebook, but it keeps them engaged in the sense that you're adding the call to action. So if it's Joe's Pizza Shop, he can talk about his discount, and then you could click to his website to find out about a location or find out about something else. Because Facebook really is just getting the people to your website or vice versa. You still want them to be social with you, but at the end of the day, maybe a pizza shop's not really the best example, but you want them to buy or purchase things from your website. And I think giving that call to action, if it's a good call to action anyway, keep them engaged with providing the value that whatever you end up giving them. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I mean, along with call to actions and surveys, contests, and all the things, once in a while, asking your customers to, create some sort of hashtag, because you can create hashtags on Facebook, right?
Mm-hmm. And they just opened up the search. I saw that you can now search anything, like full phrases, just like what you can on Twitter now. So yeah, hashtags or phrases about things are now searchable. So that's cool.
So yeah, I mean, and the thing is, like, I mean, if you have a product that it's like a wearable or stuff like that, where you ask your customers to take pictures with it, in different places, or I remember when I traveled for this company. It was a for fun thing. We went to Europe, and while we were there, 3 of the people that worked at the company, they went on that trip. The same company sent them on that trip to for them to see what it was, first hands-on experience on what it is to go on one of those trips. And while we were there, we came up with the hashtag selfies in important places. This is like back in 2013, where the word selfie wasn't used, that much, I guess. But we came up with the hashtag, selfies in important places, and it took off a little bit. You had like people from other trips doing it too and posted it on social media, and it was pretty cool, and it was engaging to the people who were using the company, and to other people that wanted to see, where all do they go? All you have to do is just click on that hashtag and you see all the pictures. You see all the pictures on Twitter and Instagram and all that. So
yeah, that's huge. Especially if I'm kind of curious to go check out your guys' hashtag now.
Yeah, I mean, and I saw the other day they tweeted, "Can we bring back selfies in important places now?"
Wow.
They posted that on Twitter.
Nice. So you kind of like started that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is groups. So one that, since you're talking about travel, if I was running a travel agency, if I was doing like a college spring break trip or ski trip or something, a great way to engage with them and keep people notified without them having to see your business page is to create a group. So if you're on ski trip 2015 or ski trip December 2015, then you add all those people to the group. You give the information there. You have tips. You just keep them engaged, and you get a notification. Unless the people automatically opt out to not receive those notifications, they'll receive on Facebook. It will say, "Hey, you have a new message from your founder or your, the business owner for this." So it's a direct message straight to your Facebook page that you're going to go there and engage with that. So it's a much higher retention rate than trying to get them to go to your business page. And then from that group, you could tell them to go to the business page, or you could tell them to go and say, "Hey, the pictures are up on the business page." But it's a great community involvement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think we've talked about that before.
In what way? I can't remember exactly.
I believe it was with the popcorn shop. I think we were talking about somehow creating some kind of, it was related to that, but it was related to us in our business, into creating a group where we help small businesses in a certain area.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And from that, getting them to our page and our website and all that.
Right. Which this would be a great avenue as well, to post something like this video on the group and say, "Hey, this is a video about how to engage with your audience on Facebook." So we don't have to, nobody has the time to go and send an email to 100 people, but you could post a video like this and show this to 100 people. Mm-hmm. Do you have any more? We're at 10 right now, unless you think of something. Hi, Lee. Unless you think of number 11, or you have something on your mind, we can go to 11 just to give some people a bonus. While you think, I'll go through the numbers here, or go through them here. Okay. So we got number 1 is send a video instead of a picture, so you get better engagement that way. 2 is contest. 3 is tagging another person in the comments section within a contest or a picture, or video even. Keeping things consistent, so making sure that you're posting not just videos, not just pictures, but your strategy is consistent with, I'm going to post things about someone else, I'm going to post things about myself, videos, pictures. People like the consistency. A survey, so getting honest feedback from your customers. Commenting back with the customers. So if you ask them something and they get on there and talk to you, then you want to make sure that you engage back with them and hold that conversation. Call to actions, so sending them back to your website, talking to them about what's going on directly with the call to actions. Creating a hashtag, and then have the people use pictures or video or any type of, they're using something with your business using the hashtag, so it's unique and able to find. And then Facebook group communities.
Number 11 could be Facebook ads.
Yeah.
And obviously we've been working more closely with that, and it's like
awesome.
The amount of targeting you can do, the amount of targeting that you can do, it's just insane. So I think it's a great way to keep them engaged, and make sure that you're following up with them, in a different kind of way. So even if it's the customers that visit your website, they don't necessarily even know that you're on Facebook, or don't like you on Facebook yet. So that's an excellent way to engage and target with those customers. Right.
And even if you know what audience of people that love your stuff, you can create a lookalike audience and target those people too. Which just, the possibilities with that, I think that should probably be another blab that we'll give people, is the 10 ways to use Facebook ads for small business, because I think we could easily come up with those. I wish we would have watched that video ourselves about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
All right. I think that is it for the 10 things. Let's stop the recording and we'll see if we can open it up for open forum if anyone ends up jumping in here. If not, then we will go. All right. Do you? So now, since this is our third one, do you have a closing remark? Or are you supposed to say something like goodbye?
Just goodbye. And
All right.
come back in the next video.
Right.
Which will probably be tomorrow.
Yeah. We're going to try to post, just so everyone knows, I guess, I think we touched a little bit on it on our second video, was that we're going to do this at least, 3 to 4 times per week?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yeah, this will be our third one up this week, and then the next week we'll have the fourth. Hi, Dante. All right. Thanks, guys.